Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today I thought it would be fun to discover if you are an empath, and I just took down a few bullet points that I want to make, and let's just jump right on into this video. So chances are if you are clicking on this video, you are some type of empath, some type of sensitive. Some of you might already know what kind you identify with more, and some you might kind of still be in the dark, not really sure. So hopefully today's video will be able to help you figure out which kind of empath you are and kind of move forward and start working with your abilities. Okay, so let's just jump right in. So welcome. My intention with this video is to help anybody who is new to this start to learn about their abilities, and we are going to jump into a little bit of my personal journey. I was born a sensitive. Most of us are. We will get the abilities when we are young. Like, I started seeing really dark type of energies when I was young. I didn't know how to talk about it. It was really scary. Then moving forward during my teenage years, I kind of lost my abilities. Part of that was I also started to use some substances that helped me to turn it out, like tune out that side of my brain, my abilities. I didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to see all that dark stuff. And then later I started to get my abilities back again. And now I've been connecting more with like the angelic realms, the light beings and stuff like that. So I've been a sensitive my whole life. I've had certain family members kind of tell me that I'm too sensitive, I'm too this, I'm too emotional. And so if you're in that space, I'm sorry. I'm here to be your friend. I'm here to offer some type of like platform, channel, community where us sensitives have a place to go, where we feel safe. So as you show up today, as you are in this world right now, you're safe here. This is a space where I want to create a safe space for people to come who are sensitive, all different types of walks of life. Okay, there's no judgment here. The only thing that will not be tolerated is hateful comments, hateful speech, and making others feel bad for who they are. Okay, so that's the only kind of thing that is not going to be tolerated. Other than that, you are more than welcome to be here, and I hope you feel safe here. And so kind of the textbook definition, I thought it would be fun to see what that is. So I typed it into Google, and it says that somebody that has a paranormal ability to apprehend the mental or emotional state of another individual. So basically you can walk into a room, you pick up on the energies, you pick up on a bad vibe, you can pick up, on certain different energies. Nobody really has to tell you. Like, sometimes you'll just talk to a friend and instantly kind of what's going on with them, right? And so signs that you are things like that: being very sensitive to energies, being able to sense things, really being in tune with your intuition. Do you get gut feelings? And then those kind of start to come true. You might see certain things. You might see dark entities or light beings the way that I do. And so those are all signs that you are a sensitive. And so there's different types of sensitives. There are different types of empaths. And so as we get into these labels, I don't want you to feel like if you don't fully resonate with one particular type, that's okay. I have a couple different things going on. Most of us do. Most of us have like a main direct way that we connect with our guides, spirit, and source. And then we have little backup ways. And so mainly for me is I see things, then I hear things, and I feel things. And so those are really the three main ways that spirit talks to me. So I just don't want anybody to get too stuck up on the labels. Like, the labels are meant to just kind of be little gold nuggets that you pick up, and they're like breadcrumbs. But I don't want people to get too stuck. If you don't fully resonate with something, that's okay. It's okay to just have little bits. And if you want to develop that craft and that practice a little bit more, all you have to do is practice it, and you will develop that ability, and it will get stronger. And so, like, the three main types of the empaths are going to be a physical empath, a emotional empath, and an intuitive. And then from there, we kind of branch out, and you could be more connected with animals, you could be more connected with plants. And that's where I'm going to kind of invite you to go on that journey, research it a little bit more, and see what resonates with you. And then you can kind of start to learn about those abilities and grow them. And then where we kind of get stuck in the beginning, right? Like in the beginning, when we don't know what's going on, we just know that we're really sensitive. We know we sense things that some of the other people around us maybe don't sense at all. Or if they are sensing it, they're not talking about it. And if you talk about it, you're weird, right? And so, but that's okay, right? Like not everybody is made to be a sensitive, okay? And that's the beauty of it too, is that we're all our own different sensitives. We all communicate with spirit in a little bit of a different way, and that's okay. And so wherever you fall on this spectrum, that's how your soul wanted to, play the cards this lifetime, so to speak. And so where we can get bogged down is that our aura is it's way out here, okay? So now we're going to kind of get into the aura and the energy of it and why we pick up on things. So we've got our aura out here, right? As we go out into the world, your aura and your energy starts to connect with other things, okay? It can connect with plants, people, objects, cars, houses, animals. Like you make a connection and an energetic connection everywhere you go throughout your day. And that's how you can get some of that information, right? Well, as we do that, we start to take on other people's energy. And when we don't understand how to clear that energy, that's where we start to get really overwhelmed. And we already feel what we're feeling, and then we're feeling what other people are feeling. And then pretty soon it's just, way up here. And so some tips and tricks to help you with that are going to be things like clearing meditations, cord cutting meditations. So I've got a couple tools here. So cord cutting, selenite is a really great crystal to use. You can do cord cutting meditations. You can look some up on YouTube. There's apps. Once you kind of start to learn how to do those, you can just visualize it. And so what I do is a couple times throughout the day, depending on how my day is going, maybe just at the end of the day, I ask Spirit to go ahead and lovingly cut all of the energetic cords that I've attached to that day, that my aura, that my energy has connected out to. And now once I ask them to be lovingly cut, I ask for my end of my cord to go up to my higher self and be connected to my higher self and my oversoul. I ask then for Spirit to go around and take everybody else's ends of their energy and connect them back up to their higher selves too. We don't want to leave loose cords just hanging around. Those are going to start attaching to things that we don't want them to attach to. So always take your cord ends and direct them back up to your higher self or to the higher self of the person that you're asking it to be delivered to. And that's a really good way to get some of that energy back. You can then do some other clearing and cleansing meditations. Some of the other things are taking Epsom salt baths. You can work with crystals. You can go out into nature, take a nature hike. You can go to the park. You can go to a waterfall, to the ocean, anywhere out in nature. Earthing and grounding meditations are also going to be very helpful for you too. You can look those up on YouTube. You can look them up on an app. All of those things are going to be really super helpful for you. And now I've got 2 book recommendations. I'm not being paid. These are not sponsored videos by any means at this point. Hopefully someday. But right now I'm just sharing things that were taught to me, because when I started to learn about this, I had to go get help because I was like, I don't know what's going on. Why do I feel things so strongly? What's happening? I see these things, And so I started working with an energy practitioner, a couple of them actually. I started taking group classes. I took individual sessions. I read books. I did meditations. I started connecting with my guides. And once I started doing all that and learning all these things, my life has changed so dramatically. And that's what I want for you too, is that if you're at the beginning of this journey, I wish I had more resources back in the day because I was like, what is going on? And I didn't have a lot of, helpful people necessarily around me to help me in the right direction. I just had people telling me that I was too sensitive and I needed to get thick skin. And, they mean well because they don't understand, but that's not helpful. We can't just not be sensitive. Like, that's like asking an apple to just not be an apple. Like, just don't be who you are. That's not helpful. So the 2 book recommendations that I have, again, not sponsored. So the Empath Survival Guide and some more for other books too. This is just one that I'm going to put here. This book helped me so much, and I hope that it helps you too. Another one is Energetic Boundaries. And she also has a lot of other really great books too. I loved this book too. These 2 books really helped me. There's other books out there. There's a lot of other resources. If those 2 don't feel like they resonate with you, that's totally fine. I just wanted to, put those out there because there was just a couple of things that really, those 2 books really started to help like change the game for me long term. And so I want to do some more of these videos, like how to start meditating, just helpful how-tos for some of you that might still be kind of like in the beginning part of this journey, because a lot of us that are, drawn to things like tarot cards and crystals and stuff like the esoteric, we are sensitives. And so what I'm hoping is that some of you that might be like drawn to just like the tarot readings that I offer, hopefully these other videos can be like little helpful how-tos and tips and tricks that might help you to start like connecting with your abilities better, connecting with your spirit guides, with your soul, with source, with, all the beings out there that can help you and just your soul in general. And so that is what this video and these videos that I want to do are all about. So if that's something that you're interested in, please like, share, and subscribe. If you know other people that might be struggling with this, please like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Help get the message out. I'm just the mouthpiece. This has nothing to do with me. I'm just trying to help spirit help other people too. So that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what are some of the other topics you want me to talk about. And until next time, take care.